this is my number one. This is the guitar that started it all, started the addiction. So, back in 1992, somewhere around there, I was in art school, and I'd always wanted to build a guitar. I could never afford a real one, and I knew that Brian May had built one, and thought, well, how hard could it be? I found out. Since my art school had a big, well-equipped workshop, had all the power tools and hand tools, and a very useful technician, so I thought, well, I'll just buy some wood and figure it out. And I spent a lot of time talking to people, reading stuff in libraries, and obviously being 91, 92, there wasn't much of an internet back then, so that's what I had to do. So I found some mahogany in a local hardware shop, and some maple, and they even had some curly maple. Well, they're very, very curly. The bird's eye maple isn't very bird's eye. But I spent about a year or two just planning things out, deciding what I was going to do. And as a result, it took a couple of years later to building it, little by little, just what I could afford. I'd buy a piece, build a guitar, and keep going until I could afford the next bit. So what I ended up with was a 24 3/4 inch scale and a maple neck. Always loved how maple necks sound. To me, they do sound different. Gotoh locking tuners, Gotoh bridge, Seymour Duncan pickups. Well, this one is a Seymour Duncan custom, although I've swapped the magnet, which is another addiction. If you want to look into SeymourDuncan.com, look at their forum, and just do some searches on magnet swapping, and that'll be all your spare time and all your weekends taken care of. It was a custom, Seymour Duncan custom with a ceramic magnet in it. I swapped that out for an Alnico 5, which I much prefer. It's a bit of a warmer sound. It's like the EQ of an Alnico 5 in this pickup, more than a ceramic. And this one's actually a P90 that I built. It's got an Alnico 5 magnet in it as well. Sorry, two Alnico 5s. It did have a Seymour Duncan Jazz, which I really liked when it was split as well. I liked it as a humbucker and split coil, but I found that I used it split most of the time, and this guitar just suited a P90 sort of sound, so I made myself a P90. And trying to keep a stripped down approach, I have just one volume, 3-way switch, and a coil split for the bridge pickup, and a tone switch. Really, so all this does is cut in a capacitor. It's about a 0.01 that I switch in, and it just gives a bit of a round off. It's like turning down the volume to about 7, perhaps. Turning down the tone, sorry, to about 7. Sometimes that's all I need, just to round off the tone a little bit, and works out just fine. I made the neck nice and chunky. I finished it off with my left hand, so it's got a really nice contour to it, and to me it just feels very nice. Really like it. The only downside is that being mahogany and maple, it weighs nearly 9 pounds, so I don't tend to play it so much anymore. But this is what it sounds like. It was intended to be a blues, jazz and rock sort of guitar, and sort of stick to that. I wasn't really interested in too many single coil tones, and seemed to complement the other guitars I had at the time. This is what it sounds like. So let's go from the neck pickup. I'll play the neck both and the bridge, and then I'll flip the switch to get some tone cut off, and then I'll play a couple of tones with the bridge split as well. So starting with the neck. That's roughly what my guitar can do. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more of my guitars in action, check out some of my other videos. You can find a bit more information on nickberman.com and download music at nickberman.bandcamp.com.